Hello and good afternoon to all traders. I'll start in a minute, just a second. For all who are watching either on Twitter, Facebook, or Indiacharts YouTube channel, I would recommend you to watch the stream at Strike YouTube channel for better quality. Yeah, so I think we are good to start. For those who are new here, please note our URL, that is web.strike.money, where you can log in and use all the tools that are discussed here. So with that, let's dive right into it today's trading session and let's see what the market has in store for us. So we're seeing a good positive session from the large caps point of view. Nifty and Bank Nifty are up, while the smaller indices like the mid cap are slightly underperforming. So you can see most of the indices are positive, indicating that uh, yesterday may just be a big knee-jerk reaction for a cool-off. So you can see today's top gainer is Nifty PSU Bank. So PSU banks are back in action. Uh, in terms of other sectors, mostly everything is up today. So let's start step by step and look if there are changes in the data or not, and then we'll dive into the charts itself and try to scan for stocks. So beginning with the FIDI data to check what the big guys are doing. So FIs again were net sellers in the cash market. So no real change in that data. We are continuously just 1 or 2 day in between they bought, but now again yesterday they sold. In terms of derivatives data, they bought 11,000 contracts in futures, index futures, and they also bought 3,09,000 calls, but they also bought 3,45,000 puts. So this is slightly confusing because they bought both calls as well as puts. So that can be a bit misleading, but overall the data looks bullish if we look at just the directional part, right? So let's go to sentiment indicators and check the long percentage. So FI's long percentage is as of now, as of yesterday, 63%. Last time we did go till about 80. No, we went about 73 and there we spent a lot of time. So right now we are at 63 with still some room on the upside. In terms of daily swing, so yesterday I pointed out that we were at very low reading, that is 26 during the day, and right now it's at 30. So if we fall more from here, we might get oversold on the daily swing. Uh, hi Sugandha. Let's look at the put call ratio as well. I've been discussing this. So yeah, as of yesterday, the market wide put call ratio based on open interest is at 1.02. Previous short term peaks we have formed around 1.05 and 1.06. So we are very close to that. So one needs to be careful from put call ratio point of view. However, if we take out this level, then we can head to the upper band, which is in the previous runs has been close to 1.2. So if we get into an extended bull run, that number can also come. But for that, we need to see if the data is able to break above this or not. Let's look at some market breadth as well. So in terms of stocks above 20-day average for the Nifty, they are holding well above the 80 mark. So no change as of now. In terms of stocks with RMI buy also are right at 90. So no clear divergence or anything as of now. So everything remains same from breadth point of view, but only visible fact is that the large caps may lead more than the mid caps or small caps, and that is evitable, visible in today's session as well. So stick with large caps, I would say. So let's go to the charts of Nifty and Bank Nifty. So Nifty has been since this breakout has been rallying one way. Yesterday we saw some consolidation, but today it has again picked up. RSI is now above 70, which is at 73, but not yet extremely overbought like 80. So that's that. And in terms of the setup, daily it's trending above the all the daily averages and even breaking above the upper band today. If we look at the smaller time frame, that is the hourly, then RMI did give a sell signal, but it held above the moving averages and it's still extending the same cycle. And Dow Trend is still bullish. So no real change in the setup for the Nifty. And in terms of Bank Nifty, it's actually up more than the Nifty today. And if it's able to close above yesterday's high or yesterday's open, then it will also be a bullish engulfing candlestick in Bank Nifty. So that is an important observation. In terms of the setup, going to the hourly directly, here also it did give us a sell signal, but took support at the 20-hour itself, and again it's trying to cross to the buy side. So Bank Nifty is actually showing more strength than Nifty now. So it is looking stronger than Nifty. In terms of other areas of focus, now within banks you would see PSU banks are actually leading, and now some of the components of this index are also a part of Bank Nifty, like PNB, Bank of Baroda, or even SBI. So this is the sector that is leading today. We'll come back to this. Let's look at the index chart and then let's go to the scanners for today. You can see it has also probably engulfed yesterday's candle. In terms of setup, it is continuing the daily cycle. In terms of hourly, hourly chart of PSU Bank Index looks even better than the Bank Nifty. As you can see, it went below zero and then a fresh cycle started. So PSU Bank Index looks good. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot online is the people comparing Nifty mid cap to Nifty ratio chart. So I would like to show that as well. So you can go to ratio charts and then create your own pairs. So if we look at Nifty mid cap versus Nifty 50, then you see this ratio declined sharply because of yesterday's move. But if on a longer term basis, it reached close to the high it made in 2018. But it doesn't mean that it has reversed in a one day. So till it is falling, it means that it is underperforming the Nifty index, but it can still go up along the way with the ratio falling, which would just mean that the Nifty is temporarily stronger than mid cap. So that is how it should be read. But yeah, surely this is an important resistance level. If we try to mark it with the horizontal line, once it is taken out, mid cap again can take the lead over Nifty and the focus can be shifted there. For now, it has taken resistance at this point and trending lower. So till the time ratio is falling, Nifty will outperform the Nifty mid cap. So let's look at the small cap to Nifty ratio as well. Now this looks very different because let me just expand this. So if you look closely, let me just make them more visible. So if you look closely, the small cap to the Nifty ratio has actually broken out of a very long-term trend line, and there is also horizontal support and resistance zone at this level. 1 second. I don't know why it got reloaded. Just a minute. Yeah. So what I was showing was this breakout. So small cap has actually broken out of a long-term uh, resistance trend line, and if we just look at this part of it, then it can be a big head and shoulders pattern sort of thing, or a cup and handle. So what could be forming is some kind of a right shoulder here, and once broken above this line, small caps can also come back into action. So for the time being, it looks like Nifty is stronger than the smaller stocks. So that is how one should focus. But overall, long-term trends, cannot reverse in one day. So that's how it should be looked at. Even to cut out noise, we can even look at weekly or a monthly chart for the same. So if we look at weekly, yeah, so in weekly you won't see that reversal that you're seeing on daily. Even if I go on mid cap to look at the weekly ratio, yeah, then the noise would be less. And if I just draw the exact point, yeah, then it's just there. It's it can again try and go well above it. So that's a good point to watch out for in the short term. So coming to scans now, what I have been highlighting since beginning of this month is that uh, seasonally this looks a good period to be in pharma sector stocks. So if I go back to that 5th September result and select indices here, then 1 second. Yeah, so we've been trying to look for. So if I look at these scans for today, and I've selected FNO basket in the Dow Trend Scanner, let's try to look for signals. So we're seeing both kinds of signal, but the thing I noticed was in the down to up, if you look at only down to up, then you're seeing couple of pharma names together. So if stocks from certain sector pop up on the same day, that is a take to notice whether that sector is coming back into action. So let's try to look at the Rohit scanner as well. So only new buy today is coming into Dr. Reddy. You can see it is crossing above the buy side. So yeah, it could mean that the action is shifting towards the defensive sectors, but there are a lot of new sell signals as well. So one needs to watch out for whether or not there are any good short setups, or if one is already long, then to take care of their positions accordingly. So yeah, let me select sectors as well, but I don't think it will reflect anything today. Yeah, so only sell signals are getting reflected. So Nifty metal is actually crossing over to the sell side, mid cap, small cap, and consumer durables. So yeah, that's it. Action is, having a lot of rotation in the market, but the large caps are in action. So that's where one should focus on. In terms of other scans, I like to watch moving average scans. So let me see what stocks are crossing above any key average. So this is the list of stocks that may close above their 50-day average. And if we look at a shorter term average, that is 20-day, then also we have quite a few names in this. And here also you can see the same 4 names I'm seeing here: Alchem, Lalpat Lab, Zydus Life. So this is not any recommendation or investment advice, only that if you look at different scans and you try start seeing similar kinds of names in terms of stocks, that is a sign of a particular sector taking a lead. Let us look at the ATR signal as well. So ATR highlights the strong moves. So as you can see, bearish ATR is actually only one result today in terms of bullish. There are a lot of stocks. So what this means is the stocks that have moved up or down more than the average true range expected from them. So here we would be, we are seeing mostly mix of stocks. So that is where one can focus on. All right, so we are open to questions now. That's pretty much it about today's market action. Let me know if you have any questions on any of the tools or any of the charts, then we'll discuss. Ranjan is asking when future option will be live. Future will be live very shortly. Option might take some kind of some time. Future will be trying to push in next few days. So just wait for that. There's a question from Dimple on HUL. This is also one of the, sorry, I opened the wrong stock. Also from the FMCG sector, that is a defensive name. So let's see if it has anything interesting. I'll begin with the weekly chart. Yeah. So weekly, everything has been in sell, 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 sell. No real confirmation as of now. In terms of daily, you can see a couple of days back, RMI and Dow Trend whipsawed into buy, and today again it is losing steam. So it could be some early signs. So if we try to look at it from a technical patterns point of view, then let me try to draw any pattern here. Then you can see possibly a triangle forming here. So one can wait for a breakout above this line. Till then, any of the other indicators might also confirm. So probably it would move above 20-day average or so. So if it is bottoming, then this is the zones to watch out for. However, if it breaks below this zone, that is 2488, if it breaks and closes below this zone, then it should be probably avoided. So for early season, early signal, you can watch out on hourly chart as well. Hourly, if I try to look at, then yeah, I am seeing a new bullish crossover here, but still hourly sometimes can be a very short term time frame to look at. But nevertheless, for a good confirmation, this trend line would be a good level. How do we check seasonality scan every day or weekend? You can simply go to seasonality scan and select the date from which you would like to see the scan and select your particular baskets and for how many days you would like to see. So what I was trying to show was I ran on 5th September for 30 days and pharma and healthcare were at top. So that is why I was just playing with a bias that pharma and healthcare might be a good run, have a good run in September. I think I missed showing the OI today. So Nifty 20,100 has the highest call OI, and Bank Nifty now 46,000 is the main OI. So we have taken out a couple of resistances. So yeah. Ranjan is asking, do we need to scan start of the month? No, it's not that way. You can choose any date. people like to see a seasonality for a particular month, but you can check from mid also. So let's say I'm watching from today. So now I'm scanning from 13th September for the next 30 days. Now I'm not looking at on a particular month. So if I look at 13th September for next 30 days, you actually see that the list changes. So now consumer durables and Nifty 50 is coming at top, but even the win percentage will also get affected according to that. So it's up to you which scan period you want to look at, 5 years or 10 years, or and how many number of days you are going to look at. So if you look at 60 days from now, you will see that indices getting changed. So let's try to select higher win percentage sectors. So the sectors which have been up for at least 70% of the time will show up here. So then for the next 60 days, you would see the seasonality as entirely different picture. So this is actually looking interesting because Bank Nifty is at the second number. So it's just a statistics of historical data. It doesn't mean that it will repeat again and again. Pavesh has asked a question on Dr. Reddy. So I actually showed this talk in RMI scan today. I think you may have joined late, but it popped up in the daily RMI scan. So you can see a bullish crossover in today's session. And Dow Trend had already given a bullish change yesterday, and it is also holding above the 40-day for average. It had never broken below that. So only the 20 DMA is left. So once it closes above that also, it should be good, to continue the rally. So this is a good one. Has popped up into two scans back to back. So yeah. Ranjan, yeah, and actually that is already in process. So that video will be out probably in a few days. We will have a dedicated video on seasonality. Are we having any more questions for today's session? Otherwise, we'll wrap up. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning into today's stream. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care and be safe.